here and all of you. And thank you for all of our participants. We're very excited about this class. So I want to tell you all that this class is offered as part of AARP Maryland's Brain Health program, in which we have an interview series for older adults. So Eleanor already introduced me. My name is Marcia Goldberger. I am a volunteer with this interview series. And in the interviews, we talk with experts about engaging your brain, staying social, managing stress, getting restorative sleep, eating well, and exercising. And these interviews are meant to provide strategies and practical tips for all of us for staying sharp and optimizing our overall well-being. These 6 pillars of brain health and the interviews can be found on our website. We're also on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. So I wanted to tell you today, I am wearing my Social Security We Earned It shirt because this is the 90th anniversary of Social Security. It was signed into law 90 years ago, and this program remains a critical lifeline for millions. AARP is committed to protecting and strengthening Social Security so that current and future generations can rely on it. We oppose any cuts and support common sense solutions so that we have long-term solvency. As we celebrate this milestone, we reaffirm our commitment to fight for what people have paid into and what we deserve. So that's my commercial on Social Security because it's 90 years. So now, turning to our gentle yoga class, the reason why you have come on today, Ruth Sharon is a licensed professional counselor, registered yoga teacher, as well as a relationship and wellness coach, author, and healing retreat leader. She first experienced the power and beauty of Hatha yoga when she was 25. Now, as a senior yoga teacher, she brings her expertise, compassion, good humor, and joy to our class. She will tell you more about what to expect in this class today and in other classes. So, Ruth, I'm turning it over to you now.
Thank you, Marcia. Thanks, Eleanor. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'd like to hear a few of the places where people are from. Can you read a few of those?
San Diego, West Orange, New Jersey, Rhode Island.
Wow.
Another San Diego, Albuquerque, New Mexico, San Diego, California, Los Altos Hills, California. First-time participant, welcome. Redwood City, California, New York, Washington, Columbia, Maryland.
All right, thank you.
That is amazing. Yeah, that is so nice to get people from all over. And I just wanted to mention that when Ruth is finished with with the class, we will open up discussion. So if any of you have questions, want to talk about what you liked, or need extra information, we will do that for you right at the end. Thank you.
And I have a special announcement at the end too. Okay, so let's set up our space. Look around you, clear any clutter away, make sure you can really focus on this time. It's a special time for self-care, recalibrating ourselves, reorganizing ourselves. So just set up your space. I always like to light a candle and have beautiful things around me when I'm doing yoga, or I can do it at the kitchen counter as well, doesn't matter. But right now we're setting our space. So take a moment to just set yourself into your place, into your chair, and set your intention for what you would like today. What would feel really good? You want to feel more relaxed, stronger, clearer, etc. So putting the hands to the knees, face down or face up, whatever's comfortable. We're going to work with the yoga of the mind as well as the body and the emotions today. So I'm thinking about how expansive the mind is, right? I could think about the moon and I could imagine the moon or see the moon in the sky. It's a distance away from me, right? That's a big vision. So we're going to open up our vision, and I'm thinking of it in terms of like a sanctuary, like just to feel the bigness of life and our littleness in the life, that we're part of something so much greater. So think of the idea of a sanctuary for yourself. Like, would you be by the ocean? Would you be in a little log cabin or by a creek? Would you be in your own bed? Would you be in your yard? Would you be on a trail in the woods? Would you be on a cruise ship? Where's your sanctuary, right? So let's just close our eyes and let our mind do a little yoga, finding an image, a place that feels really good to us, like a sanctuary, a rest place where our mind can rest. As you're settling into the sanctuary, keep your eyes closed or looking down. We'll just do this for a few moments. Some of us are beginners, some of us can meditate a little longer. We're just going to take a few breaths and feel the energy of taking our mind on a mini vacation. Notice where you are. Let's just engage all five senses. So what do you see? Look all around, turn your head. Imagine you could see behind you and all around you. Where are you? Orient yourself. And notice what you hear, either in your environment right here or in your imaginary environment. What are the sounds, the ambient sounds, the prominent sounds? Are there any scents, smells? Anything cooking, any animal smells, any ocean smells, any rain smells, any smells, just take note. Tuning into your taste buds. Can you taste anything? Anything on your tongue, your taste buds? Is it the air? Is it food, drink? Lastly, look around and notice the impact of the air on your skin. What do you feel? What's the temperature? What's the quality of the air around you? What are you feeling on your skin? Go a little deeper than your skin and go inside. Just take a moment to feel what you're feeling, whether it's a sensation, wiggle around and move to get more comfortable, or whether it's an emotion that you're noticing, or a bundle of tension, or something you might notice. Just pay attention. Let it be here at the sanctuary as well. So let's begin to awaken from this little bit of a rest, a little mini vacation. And just take a nice deep breath, letting the breath fill, and let your eyes gradually open if they've been closed, or look at the screen if you've been looking away. We're going to do something that I love. I learned this years ago at a workshop. You take an experience that you really enjoy and you miniaturize it. So we're going to gather up this sanctuary experience and we're going to put it in our heart. We're going to miniaturize it. It's in there. So we can always come back to it. We could put it in our heart, that sanctuary sense. Maybe you didn't develop it as well as you'd like today in our little mini retreat, but you can do it on your own. Find that place that feels good. You feel safe. You feel like, you can just let down and relax. Maybe it's your bathtub. Where is that place? And then miniaturize it and call it into your heart. Okay, good. So speaking of our heart, let's take our hands to our heart space. In yoga, this whole area is thought of as the heart. So we're taking our thumbs back to our sternum and we're just wiggling back and forth on the sternum, waking up the body. There's the thymus gland behind the sternum there, and the glandular system's like our messengers, and they're just waking up now from our rest. Wiggling the arms back and forth a little bit, waking up. Good. Now we're going to take a stretch overhead. So we're going to take this heart energy and we're going to reach it up, 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 as far as you can. If this is as far, if this is as far, if you can go all the way up. If you can go all the way up, make sure you tuck your belly in so you're not arching your back. So your belly is supporting your hips and your arms are part of the weights. Good. And then bring it back. Let's do that 3 times. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Faster breaths wake us up. Calmer breaths slow us down. Let's take our fingers together. So our palms are towards each other and we're clasping our fingers. Can you see that? We can put our thumbs up or tuck them in wherever your thumbs want to be. Now, shoulders like to crawl up into the ears, don't they? So let's peel them down, peel the shoulders down, elongate the neck, and let the elbows point out. You feel that engagement, it starts to engage the core. So as we pull our hands apart, we're doing isometrics for our chest. You feel it in your pecs. We're just waking up the body now. So inhale, pull apart. Exhale, relax. And on the diagonal now, see if you can tip one elbow, I have my right elbow up, whatever you'd like to do, and your left or the other elbow down, and the hands are over the heart. And we're pulling. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. These are isometric moves that just wake up the muscles, fire up the energy. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And switch it around. The elbow up and the other elbow down and the hands at the heart. Okay, see if you can get that fulcrum going. This helps the shoulders get more mobility. So inhale, pull apart. Exhale, relax. Try to keep the energy of the sanctuary. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Very good. All right, let's loosen up our shoulders. My fingertips are in the front. My thumbs are curled over top of my shoulders in the back. Okay, my elbows are out as much as I can, and that's a weight on the shoulders. If that feels burdensome or it starts to aggravate your neck or anything, bring your elbows down. But if you can, scoop up your belly, scoop up your pelvic floor, push your feet into the floor, and let's open up the chest. Elbows go up and out and back and down. If you get any kinks, it feels good, keep doing it. If it feels like, uh-oh, don't do it, stop. And come back the other way now. Scoot back, open the chest, lift up, feel the shoulders working, roll around, and then down. So we're going back and open and up and down. Doesn't that feel so good? Good. So today we want to work with this feeling of an expansive mind, where the mind isn't just stuck in details and littleness, the microscope of life. We're going to go into the telescope of life, just kind of seeing its bigness. So we're going to work with twists in the spine, because the spine can get very compressed. You know how gravity pushes down on our body. We're held in gravity. But when we strengthen and elongate and create more flexibility in the body, the spine isn't as compressed. And twists are excellent for loosening up the spine and giving us bigger perspectives, giving us more flow of movement. So we'll be working with that. And some of you saw my shirt in the beginning. My daughter was working at a yoga studio, brought this for me. How twisted are your friends? They're doing the tree pose and the eagle pose. We've done those in here. Okay, so our shoulders might be warmed up a little bit. Let's get our arms and hands into it. Come to the edge of the seat a little bit, just so your feet can stay stable and you're not arching your back as you're moving your arms. So let's pelvic tilt back. So the hips are going back, and then tip forward so the hips are going forward. So just get a little movement. It's like a cat-cow. Just loosen up before we put the arms on it. So inhale as you open, push forward, exhale as you squeeze back. One more time. Good. Okay, so some of you might be old enough to remember the old washing machines. I remember going to my grandma's in Brooklyn, and she had that rotator thing that and washed her clothes. So we're going to pretend we're like that. Our elbows are out here. Then we're going to turn, keeping the elbows level, keeping the belly tucked in. So don't arch the back and flop out with your belly. Keep the belly in. And we're turning. Our elbow is pointing back behind us. Our spine is as straight as it can be. And then we come back to the center. So if you got any little warning signs or anything, stop immediately. Don't try to go into it. It might be pinching a nerve or something. Okay, so let's go the other way, and then we're going to speed up the movement. So keep your hips and knees forward, and you're twisting. Feel that twist. The back elbow is pointing back as far as it can, and the front elbow is pointing as front as it can. See how the whole body's involved. And back to the center. Okay, so let's try it like splish splash water. We're going to inhale and exhale. Better keep the hips straight so you're rotating the torso. One more on each side. And come to the center. Good. All right. Does it feel like you've loosened up your spine a little bit? We'll continue on. So let's widen the legs. We're going to do some in the chair, then we'll stand up, then we'll come back to the chair, and then we can have our little visit if you'd like. So I'm on the edge of the chair and my knees are wide. Now I'm going to twist from this direction. So I'm going to take my arm along my leg, and then I'm going to take my shoulder towards the floor. So do you feel that twist in the spine? I can look over my shoulder. If that hurts, come right out of it, or just do a very modified. So see if you can hold your belly tight. Pull up on the pelvic floor so you're getting a good strong foundation. Pull up on the back of the pelvic floor, the rectal area. And back to the center. Good. Hopefully that feels comfortable to you, or at least not painful, no pain. Okay, the other arm goes down the leg, and we turn the shoulder towards the floor as we look over the other shoulder and pull our belly in and pull our pelvic floor up. Focusing on twisting the spine ever so gently. One of my images is a washcloth that you're wringing the water out of. So we're just kind of wringing the spine. There's all these little crisscross of tiny little muscles that we're stretching that hold the spine in place. Let's try it once on each side again. Inhale. Exhale, look back over your shoulder. So you're twisting in the neck. Try to keep the head and the neck and the body as a unit. And then come back. And let's try it on the other side. Inhale, take a big breath. Pull up the pelvic, pull up the pelvic floor and pull the belly back in. And turn, looking with the head over the shoulder, stretching ever so gently. The shoulder is pointing towards the floor. And relax, come back to the center. Oh, that feels so good, huh? Do you look how loosened up that feels? Okay, let's loosen up our hips now. We're gonna take one leg out and then bring it back in. And the other leg out and bring it back in. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to do 2 more on each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep the belly in, last set. Good. Now we're going to stretch out one leg, make it nice and long. And I think you can see my toes pointing back towards my face. And I'm going to just stretch into the back of my leg. Stretching the back of the knee. There's a lot of lymph activity back there. Might want to rub it a little bit. Keep your lymph system flowing. Part of the immune system. And on the back of the leg or hamstrings. Massaging helps blood flow. Stretching. Good, and bring it back. I think I told you the latest research says to hold a stretch 90 seconds. We did like, what, 20 maybe? So pull the toes back. And again, we're tuning to the back of the leg here. If you're standing, you can do this as well. Back of the leg, stretching, just putting one leg in front of the other and flexing your foot and leaning over it if you're standing. Stretching that hamstring, getting it nice and long. Pull the toes back. Good, and bring it back in. The last thing we'll do on our seat right here is we're gonna just let our body fold, like a forward fold. Just let your arms hang, pull your belly button back. Forward folds are comforting, the chest falling against the belly or the legs if you're standing, or in the seated pose, you're touching your legs too. Just that forward fold, kind of like the the fetal position. We're just kind of curled up. It's like a seated child's pose. Now pull back from the belly button and just roll up the spine. So we're warming everything up before we impose the more sturdier poses for strength and expansion we're working with today. Okay, good. So let's see if there was one more thing I wanted to do here, was the figure 4, so that we stretch our glutes here. We're going to be working the glutes a lot, so let's say hello to them. And just lean forward with a straight back. Try to keep the spine as straight as you can and lean forward. Just letting that hip relax, letting the glutes stretch, and breathing. Good. And relax that leg down and take the other one up. And if this is not good for you, if it doesn't feel good, certainly go down here, just anywhere where you're feeling like you're getting a little bit of a stretch. Crossing your leg over is fine. So keeping this leg straight, We're making a figure 4, if you could see that, and leaning forward now, just stretching back into the glutes, getting a nice warm up back there. Good. Coming back up. Let's release it, shake it out. Roll out the shoulders. We're going to do a few sitting and standing. I'm going to just take some water. Take some if you'd like. So we're going to stand, and then we're going to sit, and then we're going to stand, and then we're going to sit. Come up and down, just getting those muscles warmed up. And last one, come up to standing. Good, shake it out. So we're talking about the sense of sanctuary, and nature always plays into that for me, maybe for you. So let's think about the sun, and we're going to take our hands to our chest, back to the sternum here, and we're going to put our feet together as tight as they can be. Maybe a little apart if that's better for your knees and hips. We're standing upright now. We're nice and tall. We've been working a lot with breath. So imagine that breath could just sweep up all the way up to the top and exhale, come all the way down. I call it dental flossing my body, just kind of clearing it. So I use the breath from the earth, the groundedness, the specificness, the beauty, and let that fill me. And then I exhale and kind of let myself relax and feel like I'm clearing myself. So that's the invitation here as we stand in the standing mountain pose, to clear ourselves, to be the clearest mountain, the clearest person we can be. As we're standing now, we're going to make some little circles, trying to keep our balance. Ooh, it caught me by surprise. See if you can make some circles with your feet, bending into your knees. Just start to get like that feeling of mortar and pestle. We did it when we were seated. Let's go the other way, a different day. We did mortar and pestle. We're doing a standing version of it. So we're just going around and around, getting our balance, getting our orientation in space, and then coming to center. Good. Now we're going to do a limited series of salutations to the sun, and you may have heard of that. That's become very popularized in our American yoga. This is an ancient practice. I used to do it every morning upon rising. Now I have different upon rising practices, but to just pay tribute to the sun, like the sun came up again, like everything's in order. We can relax. We pay our salutations to the sun as it comes up, or as it's up and as it's going down. We're attuning to the sun as a symbol of our solar system, and that everything's in its place on a big scale. Everything's okay. It's all working. So we want to take that big perspective today. So we're taking our heart's desire for everything to be okay, or whatever your heart's desire is, for more peace, or more grounded, or more tranquility, or more connectedness. And we're bringing that up into our environment. Inhale up and send it around. Here's my request. And then bring it back to your heart. Let's just circle around and around, paying our salutations to the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the cosmos, the order of things that we know nothing about, and that we are tiny little cells in this enormous body. So we're paying our tributes. So this is a practice I used to do out in my backyard. It's so nice in the morning sun. So we're going to take our hands and we're going to reach up now, and we're going to lean back slightly. I'll turn so you can see what I'm doing. We're making like a crescent moon in this direction. So we're leaning forward, pushing our hips in, but tucking our belly back, like a back bend. And then we come back here. So don't do that if that back says, So go into more of a squat and get your thighs working and your glutes working and leave your little low back alone, okay? So this is the sequence we're gonna work with just for now. Inhale, we're going up. And we're leaning back if we can. Then we're coming upright. Then we're gonna open the hands and bring our hands down to our shins. And we want our back to be nice and flat, like a tabletop, so we're not rounded or hunched. Our shoulders are back and down, and we're here. Okay, so let's take it from the top. We're here. Salutation to the sun has like 16 moves. We're just going to do the beginning of it. So inhale up. Exhale, coming down, flat back. Inhale, go forward a little more if you can, like a jackknife or a dive or a rag doll. If you want to keep your back flat, you can. Or you could round your back and let your arms just flop like a rag doll. Loosen up your shoulders and round your back now so your back is rounded, not flat. The difference? Okay, so let's try that from the top. Ready? Just going to say inhale and exhale for the sequence, and we'll do it 3 times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, flat back. Inhale. Fall to the ground, flop down, or be still in a jackknife. Good. Now from here, we're going to come into our knees and our hands back here, and we're in a chair pose. Remember, we went up on our tippy toes. I think we've done that. You can keep your heels flat or go on your tippy toes in your chair, and then rise up and come back. Good. All right, let's try that whole sequence. And if you look up Salutation to the Sun, you'll see tons of versions. A lot of them are getting down and up and down and up. A lot of downward dog, upward dog, chaturanga. You'll see those things. All right, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, lean back if you can. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the shins. Inhale, down, exhale. And into your chair, inhale. Exhale, rise up if you can. And relax. All right, 2 more times. One more time. Modified Salutation to the Sun. Inhale, scoop up your heart's desire up into the cosmos. Exhale, open your chest. Inhale, upright. Exhale to the shins, nice flat back. Inhale to the floor, wherever you can go, or to your chair. If you want to put your hands to your chair, that's a good idea. And then sit in your chair, hands at the chest, into the toes if you can, rising up. And release. Good. Let's bring each knee up, march, high march. Lower back working. Good, onto the foot, arm up. Expansive movements. Good, and in the back, touch in the back. And And relax. Good. All right, let's widen. So we were saluting the sun. Let's make our tribute to the stars. Oh, the stars, the stars. Hold your arms out if you can, or down here, elbows bent into your body if that's the best place. And just feel the stars at night, sanctuary, night sky. Breath, slow down. We were speeding up before. As I told you, this is called Hatha Yoga. Ha is the sun. It's the heat. It's the outward. It's the big. It's the aggressive. It's the male principle. Ha. And Ta is the cooling. The moon, the stars, the cool white energy, that which soothes and calms and settles and creates openings. That's the Ta, the feminine energy. Think of yang and yin. So we're in the yin, just being receptive. And relax. Good. And we're going to do a series of triangle poses. And these are twists. So if your back is not liking twists, keep your hips and your shoulders on the same plane. Twisting means you're moving them away from each other. So keep them steady if that's better. Keep your belly nice and strong, and your glutes nice and strong. So here we are in this beginning of triangle with our legs apart. And leaving the feet as parallel as comfortable. You might turn it out a little bit if that feels better, whatever feels good and stable for you. So the triangle is going to be made into our body this way. One hand is along the leg. See if you can just tip so you're not twisting, you're just going side bending. And then this arm comes up as far as it can. Go where your body says stop. If you can get all the way up to your ear, that's the position, that's the final position of the triangle. This arm is down and this arm is up. We're making a triangle shape. Can you see it? Now we're going to turn the triangle like this twist I was talking about. Our hips are going to come flat, our back's going to be flat, and our arm is going to just reach. Push back into this leg so you can get a nice stretch here. Lift this weight off of the hip so that you can really lift the ribs and lift the muscles. Stretch. Good. Now we're going to inhale and reach, and then exhale and bend into this knee and bring this hand down to the floor if you can. Or again, your chair is really useful here. You could be on your chair doing this, or you could be on your chair doing it with the hand here on the chair. Okay, so variations. So here we are, we're over here, and then we're coming down with our knee bent. So we're in a side lunge. So see where you can go, if your hand can go to the floor, if you have a block or something to put your hand to or to the floor. And then the hands are next to the foot. And we're going to just straighten this leg. So now we're in a bigger triangle. Can you see the triangle? So our face is going towards our knee. We're stretching the back and the internal hip. Good. And walk your hands to the center now. So our hands are in the center. We're kind of in a splits kind of position. And we're going to take turns with our hands to the ground. So first, I'm going to put my right hand down and I'm going to lift my left arm up. You see that twist I'm making? Expanding my view, opening wide, looking at things from a new perspective. Now, if you're real flexible, like, see if I can do this. We make it wider and you go down to your elbow. and bring your arm up. So do what you can do. When you're ready, come to the center, bring your feet in a little bit. We'll bend into the knees and we're gonna roll up, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Catch your breath, and we're gonna do that sequence on the other side. Let's see if I remember all the pieces. Okay, our legs are apart, nice and sturdy, our toes are wide. We could be on the chair if we need to. Find our breath, filling and emptying. So we're going to take the outside hand along the outside of the leg, and we're just tipping sideways. We're not twisting, just getting a side bend. And this side is squishing down, the side's opening. Hips are forward, shoulders are over the hips, just a little different angle. And now this arm is going to come up and see where it can go. Keep the shoulder down. Don't squeeze your shoulder up here. Keep it down. See where it wants to go. Could it go all the way up to the ear? Triangle pose. Hold it and breathe. Good. Now we're going to take this arm down. We're going to bend into the knee, and we're going to see if we can put this hand to the floor or put it on something or on your chair, just in the air, on your thigh. And we're going to lift from here. And as we twist and turn, we're looking up. We're getting a bigger perspective here. Keep your foot on the floor, keep your knee bent. Good. Coming back into the center. We'll take the other hand to the floor and reach up in this direction. And so we're getting elongation in the muscles. We're elongating. Feel how long we are from the tips of our fingers to the bottom of our hand. We're big, tall. Good. And again, if you want to widen and put your elbow to the floor, you could challenge yourself that way. See if that works for you. Back into the center. Your feet in if you brought them out. Come into your knees and just roll up. I hope we remembered all the pieces. And rounding. Good. Step it together. So I'm going to have a little sip of water since I've been talking. See how your back feels. How's all that twisting going? I'm going to check in with your spine now. Okay, we're going to do a little balancing and then an archer's bow to set our intentions. So let's see if we could put our weight into one leg. We can be by our chair if that feels safer. And just lift the knee. We used this image before. Imagine you put your foot on a step stool. So you're engaging your quads to hold up your leg. See if you can balance here. Good. Putting that down. Bring the other leg up. Get your grounding leg nice and strong. This is the weight-bearing leg in this exercise. Flexing the foot, putting it on the imaginary stool. Reaching the arms out if you can. Good. And release. So let's do our eagle pose. Some of you may remember that. So we'll do the legs first, then we'll do the arms. So lifting this knee and tucking it around so the knee stays forward. So the foot could grab here, or the foot could grab here. That's easier for my hip. So I'm just putting my foot behind my leg here. You could do it that way, or you could just stack your feet on top of each other if that feels safer. Okay, so find your foot position. And now the hand position. You might want to come out of the foot, and let's just do the hand. So this leg is in the front, so this arm is in the front. Draw this elbow all the way in to your chest. Fingers are long. So this arm is one of the wings of our eagle. We're going to take this other wing, and we're going to take the elbow inside the other elbow. Now, some people can't do that. So bring your hands back so your palms are touching. That might feel totally impossible. So your alternative is to bring the elbows together and your hands here, or just in this direction. Okay, so here we are. This one goes this way, sorry. And now the leg, can we do it? Get into the standing leg, knee nice and strong.